I have lived in the UK now for well over 5 years, and for the most part, I've assimilated to every little custom and cultural norm of the place in which I live. And I think that's important to do. You know, if you're going to be moving and living in a different place, you've got to respect the culture in which you're in. And so, for the most part, I've done that, okay? I stand on the right side of the escalator, you know, I put my milk in my tea, and I've even, dare I say, switched to Celsius in my mind, okay? The Americans that are freaking out in the comments, I'm sorry. It just had to be done. I get both now, okay? I'm bi-temperature. That's a word, okay? Don't deny me it. But I now understand Celsius and Fahrenheit. That's great. And for the most part, everything else. But there is one thing I will not stand for. One thing that my mind refuses to accept. And you know what? Just putting it out there, I know before I even get to the topic that you guys are going to be quite biased on it, okay? I do a lot of UK versus American videos all the time, and I always put a poll up in the top right that says, who do you think won, US, UK? And you guys, without fail, even if it's a clear slaughter for the Brits, you know, you'll always choose British. I see it. I did a pancake video the other day, and you guys were like, oh yeah, those delicious looking American pancakes that everyone involved in the video said were way better. Poo on them, we're gonna choose the Brits, okay? I know you're biased. If this was like, who won the Revolutionary War, you guys would be like, the Brits. We didn't even want the other New World. Okay? I'm just saying, I know your game, so I'm gonna put up a poll. Here you go. You know, I already know what you're gonna say. We're talking about dates. I know, you can't believe it. Evan? Can't get a date? I asked so many people to the Brits. No one come with me, okay? Can't get any dates. But for real, we're talking about the actual date. And you already know the arguments on both sides. For the most part, we got the Brits. They like to believe in the day format first. You put the day, you put the month, you put the year. Now, their logic is mostly sound, and I agree with them on some regards, okay? Because you want to start with the smallest and build up. It makes sense to them. Now, for the last 3 years, I've kind of not understood why my mind kept reverting back to month, day, year. I was being told by so many different people that I'm wrong. You know, it was messed up to think this way, okay? The eagle in my chest is calling out, injustice, it's wrong. But I knew I was right, and I have found the answer. You see, you've been living in the 21st century for way too long. You have not looked at a piece of paper in ages, okay? You're too busy looking at your smartphone to notice, how do you look at the date back in the day? Back in the day, little Evan Edinger, 5 years old in kindergarten, looking at the wall. What is the date? There's a calendar there. Whoosh, take that off the wall. What's the month? It's June and then 3rd, okay? Calendars, that's why it makes sense. You pull up the month first, and then you see the day. Boom! I hope that makes sense to you, if you understand why Americans do that. Calendars, right? Wow. It may also, you know, Americans, we like our information fast. We want our food fast, we want our cars fast, we want everything fast, okay? When you give me the month first, I already know so much about it, all right? Oh, it's June 8th. Guess what? I don't even need to hear the 8th. June, ooh, what a nice day. Oh, it's gonna be summer vacation soon, no more school, the weather's lovely. You know, you tell me November, ooh, it's getting a bit chilly. You know, you give me the number. I don't know what that means, 25? Is it Christmas? You know, it could be the 25th of August. I don't know. Okay, what's that number mean to me? I want to know as much as I can in the shortest amount of time, okay? I like the month. I prefer the month. And for all you Americans, you small amount in the comments, I'm standing strong, okay? I am the spy in the UK, and I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna be back to my American self, specifically with the date on everything. And people will ask me, and I'll say, look at a calendar, my friend, okay? The proof is in the pudding. Proof is right there, unless it has to do with my passport or visa documents, because I would not like to get deported when they're like, how long have you been here? And I was like, no, it wasn't March 2nd, it was February 3rd, I'm sorry. But, I mean, speaking of February, I do feel like this month has gone by incredibly quickly. I don't know what happened to it. I know you might be thinking, Evan, it's the shortest month, of course it has. Well, listen, I just feel like January was so long. I don't know how long January was, but I keep looking at the calendar, which I do, as I look at my watch, which has a calendar on it, and I'm like, still January, what the heck? February, though, it just dragged on and on and on. I feel that's because I like to work in bursts. When I am working as a YouTuber, I have lots of stuff happening at the same time. I was in 3 or 4 different countries at the same time, like last month. It was insane. I was doing all this stuff, I was getting stressed out, and all I wanted to do was go home and play video games on the TV over there. And then finally, I started saying no to things I got a chance to, and now I'm like, the weeks have gone super fast now, and now I'm like, oh, I'm getting the itch. I gotta get back out there. I gotta get back out and do some things. But, you know, that's also how I worked when I was in school. Because when it comes to school, like, I was that kid where if this teacher says, yo, Simon's due on Friday, you know I'm gonna be doing it on Friday. That's when I'm gonna start it. I'm not one of those people that's logical, that maybe thinks, takes about 8 hours to do this assignment. Maybe I spread out 2 hours a day for 4 days and I get the assignment done in a nice time. Absolutely not. You know why? There's so much admin involved in that. You know, you can't just sit down and do work. You gotta sit down. You gotta get your pencil. You gotta get your notepad. You gotta open your laptop. You gotta look at some memes. There's a lot of stuff going down. There's a lot of wasted time. 4 days in a row, that's way too much wasted time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait till the last day, and then that 8-hour assignment, I get that done in 4 hours, okay? I don't even know it said 8 day. 8-hour assignment gets done in 4 hours because the adrenaline. I'm like, oh God, I gotta get this done. Oh my God. I have so much free time after the 4 hours, okay? And now I have time to check my work. And you know, maybe, just maybe I'm late, okay? Like for instance, you might have noticed that last week's video, I uploaded at 9 p.m., my German Duolingo video. Listen, I had some people complaining like, Evan, why is the video so late? It's because I started it on Sunday in the morning, okay? I didn't expect it to take so long, but I really wanted to make sure it was perfect in the editing. I spent way longer. It was like 4 or 5 hours extra just editing it to make sure it was perfect because I love the topic so much. But I think I get some extra credit points, okay? I was docked some points from the teacher slash like AdWords, 10,000 views, demonetized, I don't know. But I was docked that much for being late, but I think I made up for it in that it was a special video. But I do thank you very much for enjoying that video last week. I really love learning languages. I love expanding my consciousness and just learning new things because I was one of those people in school that just loved learning. And when I left school, it made me miss it because I missed like learning new things. And so now I'm my own teacher. I like to find out new things and teach myself languages, and I like other people that do that too. So if I can inspire anyone to like learn a new language or think differently than they're always been taught, then I'm gonna try and do that, okay? That's just what I like. And you know, this is a one-take video. One take Timmy. We're just piling on. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. You might be thinking, Evan, wasn't this supposed to be a Q&A? Kind of, but you know, Q&As, they're so overdone. So I figured, why not take some of the questions you gave me and just push it into a one-take rant, which throw it at for you there. Thank you for watching. I'm having a time. I'm having a good time. I hope you have a good time as well. Please tell me in the poll in the comments that you agree with me about the date or you agree to be wrong. It's fine. I don't care. It's really a small detail, but I like being American in this regard. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Whatever you do, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.